Mother's Day is almost here, and I know that means we are all looking for some great Mother's Day cookie decorating ideas. This set is from the Sarah Grace Cookie Co. Vault. I made these way back in 2020, and as I was looking back at old pictures the other day, I realized that I had never actually shared them on YouTube. I found this video that had some music with it, and I don't know if maybe I put this on YouTube or if I put it on Instagram or Facebook. I have no idea. 2020 is when I was first learning video editing, first learning how to actually share what I was doing. So it's a little shaky. It's a little messy, but that's okay. So I wanted to share this with you and give you a little voiceover for this set. And this set of cookie decorating, oh, excuse me, this set of cookie cutters, I'm not sure where I got this. I've looked on Etsy, I've looked on my past purchases on Amazon, and I cannot remember where I got these cutters, and I don't know if they make them anymore. So I'm going to keep looking, and if I find them, I will drop them in the comments down below this video. But I do think this would be a pretty simple design or shape to put on top of just a rectangle or a square cookie cutter, if that's something that you would be interested in doing with this shape. I just flooded the kind of cactus shape with a lighter sage green. I made that by mixing black and yellow gel food coloring. That's one of my favorite cookie hacks to kind of get this beautiful natural green. You know, the gel food coloring when it comes right out of the green bottle is more of like a candy color or a brighter green, but I think these plants just look so, I don't know. I don't want to say high end because that sounds braggy, but they do. They look a little bit more purposeful, a little bit just different. So that's my little hack to get this green color. And then I just mixed in a little bit more black with the color I'd already created to add those lines and dimension on top. I let each element dry before moving on to the next two. These were so pretty and they went over great with my customers. They were also pretty quick and easy to decorate, so that's nice. And you can see here when I'm decorating the entire pan, they're a pretty simple design, so that's always great when you're making cookies for your cookie decorating business. It was so funny as I was editing this video. I listened to the original audio, and at the time I was decorating these, I was listening to a podcast about pivoting your business during the pandemic. So that was a blast from the past for sure. That year, I did a Mother's Day cookie pre sale where I offered this set as well as the bouquet Mother's Day set that you're about to see shortly. That's another cookie decorating idea I'm going to share in just a minute, and a couple others ahead of time that people could order. And then I scheduled the pickup from my porch on the same day that I was hosting a porch pop up shop. So it was kind of like two birds, one stone. And I had even more DIY set options and just some little add on things they could get if they wanted to. And that was the most profitable sale I've ever had in my cookie business. The combo approach of having even more shopping available when customers arrived was so nice, and my customers loved it because several of them wanted a little something extra to go with the gift that they had already ordered. It was a lot of prep work, but it was well worth the time investment. This next Mother's Day cookie idea is one of my favorites because why get your mom a bouquet that wilts when you can get her a bouquet that you can eat? You're welcome to borrow that phrase for your social media post for your cookie business if you'd like. These bouquet style sets are great for all kinds of occasions: Valentine's Day, Mother's Day, weddings, anniversaries, you name it, and they're so fun to put together. I used just a cake box, like a sheet cake box. I think I got these on Amazon, and some little packing paper, and set the cookies on top of that. And then I went behind, I used football shapes, football cookie cutters to make those leaves, y'all. It's kind of a mess, but we're resourceful. We use what we have. And then I went behind there once I got them all placed and added some leaf piping with a tipless piping bag. Now, while we're on the topic of Mother's Day, I want to share with you what I got my mom and my mother-in-law for their Mother's Day gifts this year. This time of year is perfect for gifting flowers and outdoor decor, so I went to Home Depot to see what I could find. And my mother-in-law recently got a new deck and she loves relaxing out there. So when I saw these planters that you can set on top of the deck railing, they have this little indentation at the bottom. You can see it there. That you just plant what you want to in them and then you set them right on top of the railing, and they're almost like a window box, but they sit on that railing. She loves relaxing out there, so I knew I had to get those for her. And then I saw these gorgeous blue hydrangeas, and I knew they would be perfect for my mom because she loves blue, and she mentioned recently that she wanted to get some hydrangeas to plant in her yard. All of her flowers are pink. It's funny. I wonder if that's where my love of pink flowers comes from. She loves blue, but when they got their house, there were already pink flowers planted, and she kind of matched those. So maybe that started something in me when I was little. Anyway, you can also shop all the things that I mentioned here on homedepot.com at the link below, and you can support the channel while you do it. This is the Eden Medium White Resin Window Box Planner. So you can shop that from the comfort of your computer. You don't have to get out and go to a Home Depot. You can just have that delivered straight to your door. You can do that with the Endless Summer hydrangeas that I got for my mom as well. And I think I'm going to try and block them from this post. My mom and my mother-in-law, so they don't see what I got them for Mother's Day, because it's still just a little bit early. But this Endless Summer variety is just going to keep on blooming over and over and over. So I'm really excited about gifting that one to my mom. So shop the link below, find the perfect gift for your mom, mother-in-law, grandmother, wife, whoever you're shopping for this Mother's Day, and support the channel while you do it. So I always appreciate when you guys shop my links because it does allow me to keep making cookie decorating videos like this. Now, you may recognize the set that I'm working on now. It is the Cookie Bouquet, or it's not, excuse me. The Cookie Bouquet class that is in Cookie Classroom is a wet on wet cookie bouquet. It was one that I made for Mother's Day as well and offered as an option, I think, at this pre-sale. But it was a very simple, like, wet on wet. This one is more of the thick floral piping. And I also have a class in Cookie Classroom, which is set up as pay what you can. So you can get in for as little as $1 to that course and learn all kinds of royal icing piping techniques. I teach you how to do this watercolor effect on cookies that I'm doing here with the mason jar. And it says mom, but like I said, you can do these for any occasion. You can learn how to pipe freehand without a projector inside the Cookie Classroom. You can learn this watercolor effect, and you can learn the floral piping that I'm about to show you. I'm using that same sage green that I had used for the little planters at the beginning. I just didn't add any water to this one, so it's still thick and it's still that straight out of the mixer piping consistency. And then for the flower that I'm about to do on this one, the peach, I striped the piping bag with a little bit of gel food coloring to add that contrast. So I put the petal piping tip down at the bottom of the bag, then took a little of the gel food coloring and used a paintbrush to paint a stripe on the inside of the bag. And I tried to do it on the side. Usually I do it on the side that's going to be like the thinner side of the tip. But apparently this time I did it on the thicker side, and it's okay because it still gives it some pretty contrast. But you can see here I'm kind of piping the flower petals all around, and I mean, I don't have a super strict process for this. It's kind of just see how it turns out. It's very organic. And then I'm doing another yellow flower. I tried to choose colors that would have a nice contrast with one another and look really pretty in a bouquet together. So I used thick royal icing and just used the colors I had on hand for these flowers and a petal piping tip for each of them. And then for the leaves, I used tipless piping bags cut into a V shape at the end. And you can see I'm using a tipless piping bag here too to flood this cookie. I thinned that royal icing down to get that consistency. And then for the leaves, I just used that V shape to pipe the leaves. This is another set I did that year. And just real quickly as I pipe this flower, which bless my heart, I was not centered on this flower at all. This was when I first started filming and I was trying to like decorate and film. It was a mess, but I'm so blessed to have such a wonderful mom. She has always supported my dreams from day one of my cookie decorating business. She was always the first one to comment on my posts. She was excited to keep my boys for me anytime I was baking. And she was always giving me an encouraging word when I was discouraged or just anytime. So I could never have started my home bakery or built this channel without her. So when I unblock this post from her, her Mother's Day gift, I just want to say, Happy Mother's Day, Mama. I love you. Thank you for all your support. And to all the moms out there, Happy Mother's Day. Thank you for watching. Be sure to like, subscribe, all the things. I appreciate you. Bye-bye.